It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got the Black Knights leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Black Knights and the Raiders, and it's all up.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Klein. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Klein. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pearson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Caught right side, Tate. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Another catch for Tate. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morrison. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. But you look at this defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Rodgers brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tate. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
At the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Tate, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to widen their advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Looking to throw. Klein. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Klein. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Klein. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Klein. That's taken in by Watson.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Klein. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Off play action. Klein. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Klein. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 10. Up the middle they go. Morrison. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Klein. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Klein. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Klein working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out comes Houston. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up the coast on Chesapeake Bay in Virginia Beach, Virginia, where you see the final score there. A touchdown, the difference, 21-14, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. The Texans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the lead will stay put at 17. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
To throw on second down, Klein throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Klein. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Off the play fake, Klein. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Back to throw, Klein. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, Klein. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Klein. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harper. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Rodgers on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
Houston's offense taking over again.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Tate. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rodgers. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Klein. He finds his man. Complete. It's Owens. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake. Klein.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Tate. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Houston. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now here come the Raiders.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Klein.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He's to the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. 59 yards.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. It's Tate, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Pearson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Klein. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action, Klein. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to throw. Klein. Over the middle. That's caught by Owens. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Klein. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looking to throw. Klein. Flush to his right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tate showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10.
3rd and 2.
At the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a give right side. It's Tate, and he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Black Knights.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the